Hi there, my name is Paul Monin and today I'm just doing a quick review of the Godox MF12-K2 kit, which is a flash kit designed for doing macro work. So this is the kit here. So inside that white box was this nice little carry case. It's got a little handle here and like a belt lip on the back. Let's open it up. Turn it around. So in here we have the two flashes, adapter ring kit, bunch of adapter rings to fit different size lenses, little mounts for each of these flashes, and in here I think so these little gel packs that can go in the front of the flash. That's a nice touch. And in here we have instruction manual, little flash foot stands that you typically get with normal speed lights, and two little USB charging cables. So these are the whole reason you would buy this kit. These are the actual flash units. So let's take a closer look at one of these. So first thing I want to do is look at the back. This is how you would mount this to either the lens adapter or a flash. So using the little included piece here, this will slide in. This gives you the option then to mount this onto a light stand, tripod, or the included little foot holder, like so. So now that we've had a look at the back of the unit, so let's have a look at the front. And first thing you notice here, we've got this nice white diffusion dome at the front. That's nice because it helps soften the light a little bit, particularly as you're going to be doing macro with this, so that ends up being quite a large light source compared to your subject. And then over here we have I'm guessing it's the optical sensor. So let's go turn this on, rotate that. Now that's actually a nice safety feature because that means you can't accidentally turn it on while it's in the bag, for example. Losing all your power and then it's not ready for you to shoot. But let's get back to the unit. So now that it's on, you see the little red light here is on, so it means we can just press this and you can hopefully see it flash. Over here we have the modelling light, and it looks like here we have the menu button. So I'll just do a quick run through of the menu here. So the first one we get is mode, so you're on manual or TTL. Second one, this is for your optical sensor, so that's off. S1 is when you're using manual flash, so that as soon as this sees any flash, it'll automatically fire the light. S2 is for when you're using TTL flashes, so it will try and ignore the pre-flash and only fire when the main flash is firing. And next we have WL, so this is just for the wireless communication. Turn that on or off. Obviously we want that on. Grip, this is the grip you would set on your Godox trigger. So if there's a lot of people shooting with Godox, you could use different grips. So this is a grip setting you would use for your Godox trigger. So this is, you would set, say this flash to group A and then the second one to group B, that way you could adjust the powers individually. And next we have channel. Now this is handy if there's a lot of people shooting with Godox and you can use separate radio channels so that you don't fire each other's flashes. Next we have ID, and this is a similar ID. You can give each flash an ID, which if your trigger supports, you could talk to different flashes in the same group, I'd imagine. I've not used the Godox with that ability yet. And then we have the standby. This is the timer for it to go to sleep. So as I said earlier, you're also going to need a Godox trigger to control these lights. So I'm just going to quickly show you how this works. So I've got this one here set to group A, channel 1. And this one here is set to group B, channel 1. So I can press A on this trigger and then adjust the power setting like so. and you should see it change on the device. And if I press B, it will highlight B, and then you should see the change on this device also. And because these little lights are wireless, it means we can also use them in combination with other lights in the Godox range, like this AD100 Pro, or even the chunky 600 watts and higher powered lights. So now that we've had a little overview of the flash unit itself, let's talk about how to mount these onto the camera and lens. So there's two parts to that. Firstly, there's the plastic adapter ring that holds the flash units in place, and then there's a bunch of included adapter rings that go from 49 all the way to 77mm. I'm going to be using the Sigma 70mm macro, which has a filter thread of 49mm, so this will be the adapter ring I'll use. And here is the plastic unit. Now this is the rear of the unit, and I'm just going to go through the two parts to it. So you have this kind of half circle shape lip with a little nudge there. This is so that the adapter ring can easily slide in and it will lock into place. And the next part is this little section here which pushes down. So I'm just going to grab one of the flash units now and press this little lip down and push it in here. Then we press the two side buttons on the flash to rotate it. And to add the next one, we'll just do the same again. So we'll push down on the little ledge, push the flash on, press the two side bits, and we can rotate it. And you end up with this weird kind of contraption. So to mount this onto the camera, we can either just rotate it onto the filter thread like so, or we could take this bit back off, screw this onto the lens, then grab this, and we'll slide the adapter down the little grooves, like so, and it will just clip into place. And now that my camera looks about ready to go into a space flight or something, let's go out and take some images, and we'll try different power ratios on either side, and different angles of this and different positions to see what we can get. And also, because it's wireless, we'll try to remove one of the units as a rim light or something. So just a few things to go over. Since these are relatively small lights, the power output as expected is quite low compared to your normal flash. So these are rated about 12 watts, whereas this one here, which is quite a small light, is 100 watts. But that isn't really much of an issue because of the close distances you'll be working with these lights just in front of your lens like that. There's plenty of power for most situations. If you were going to use them for small effect lights, again, it's reasonable amount of power for you to hide behind things or inside boxes of places you can't normally get a bigger light into. Overall, I'm quite impressed with the kit. I mean, the little flashes are small but well built. The included gels was a nice bonus. Never mind the adapter rings from 49 all the way to 77, so it should fit a wide variety of lenses. The way the mechanism works for mounting and all the different positions you can get for the flashes while they're on the ring is quite nice. A couple of side notes, so while they do supply two USB cables, there is no charging or power supply for them, so you'll have to use existing chargers, and wireless trigger is not included, so you'll have to factor that into the device. But for me, I think it's a nice addition to the Godox lights I already have, and I'm looking forward to playing around with it more. Thank you.